Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Let us continue learning networking concepts. In today's session, we will be talking about wireless as well as mobile computing. All right. So what is this wireless and mobile computing? So wireless refers to the method of transferring information between a computing device. So this computing device can be any, such as personal data assistance, we call it as a PDA, and a data source, such as an agency database server without a physical connection. So wireless refers to the transformation of information between a computer device and a database server, okay, without any physical connection. That is called as a wireless. So wireless communication is simply data communication without the use of physical connectivity. So we have learned about guided and unguided medium. So in that unguided medium is something which we can call it as a wireless. All right. So in today's nowadays we will use so many devices. Everything will be, most of them will be wireless devices. All right. So not all wireless communication technologies are mobile. Not necessary that all wireless communication is a mobile. Wireless communication is simply a data communication without the use of landline. Without the use of wire, we can say that it is a wireless communication. It is not necessary that it has to be a mobile. It can be a mobile and can be other devices also. Just like you have your Bluetooth device, it can be your laptop connected to the internet. It can be so many things. Okay. This may involve cellular telephone, two-way radio, fixed wireless laser, or satellite communications. Here, the computing device is continuously connected to the base network. Okay, so this is nothing but your wireless. Then what about mobile computing? Then how it is mobile computing? So mobile simply describing a computing device that is not restricted to a desktop. It is simply a computing. When I talk about a mobile computing, it is nothing but a mobile with the help of which we can do a computing. So a mobile device can be a PDA, a small cell phone, or a web phone, a laptop computer, or any other numerous other devices that allow the user to complete a computing task without being tethered or connected to a network. So without using any other network, if I'm able to perform certain kind of a computing, then I will call it as a mobile computing. All right. So that is the difference between your wireless and mobile computing. So mobile computing does not necessarily require wireless communication. So mobile computing might can have a wired communication also, but when we are talking about wireless, we only talk about a communication without wire. Okay. In fact, it may not require a communication between the devices at all. You might be having a mobile without the network connectivity also. If I'm able to perform some computing, then that is a mobile computing. Okay, whether it is a wired connection or a not wired connection, it doesn't matter. So mobile or untethered computing means that the computing device is not continuously connected to the base or a central network. That's what we explained just now. Mobile devices include PDAs, laptop computers, and many of today's cell phones. So these products may communicate with the base location with or without a wireless connection. So that is the main difference between your wireless and mobile computing. So some of the wireless connections, whatever we are seeing. So first thing is a GSM. GSM is a short for Global System for Mobile Communication. GSM is Global System for Mobile Communication, which is one of the leading digital cellular systems. GSM is an open and digital cellular technology used for mobile communication. So GSM uses simply switch subscriber identification module, which is in short, we can call it as a SIM card. So SIM cards are small removable discs that slip in and out of the GSM cell phones. They store all the connection data and identification number you need to access a particular wireless service provider. So whichever service provides your SIM you are taking, it will have that particular SIM or a chip will have all the information required in order to connect to that particular service provider and access all the service whichever is required. So what is a SIM card exactly? A SIM card is a short form for subscriber identity module. is a chip card the size of a postage stamp. You would have seen nowadays you will get micro SIM and macro SIMs also. So a SIM is a tiny computer chip that gives a cellular device its unique phone number. So this is how we will get a phone number. It has a memory, it has a processor, and the ability to interact with user. So current SIMs typically have 16 to 64. Maybe nowadays it will have be more memory, okay, which provides plenty of room for storing hundreds of personal phone numbers, text messages, and other data. So we can directly store all this data into our SIM cards itself. Next one is a CDMA. What is a CDMA? CDMA is a short for code division multiple access. What is this code division multiple access? It is a digital cellular technology that uses spread spectrum techniques. So spread spectrum technique is nothing but you're not using a single bandwidth, you're using the entire bandwidth. Okay, because if it is a sender, if it is a receiver, you're using the entire spectrum. Unlike competing systems such as GSM which we saw, CDMA does not assign a specific frequency to each user. In GSM, what happens is it will give a specific user. For example, if this particular S and R is communicating with this bandwidth, then they will be using that frequency itself. But in CDMA, we will be using the entire bands, entire spectrum. Instead, every channel uses the full available spectrum. Individual conversations are encoded with the pseudo-random digital sequence. All of the users transmit in the same wideband chunk spectrum. And then what is going to happen is it is going to be coded. And then when we reach the receiver, we are going to encode that. So each user signal is spread over the entire bandwidth by a unique spreading code. At the receiver end, the same unique code is used to recover the signal. That is what I said. We are going to encode the same code which we have done the coding. So this is an example you can see. So I have a particular bandwidth in the CDMA. I'm using that entire bandwidth. So these purple code and green code, for example, if I'm coding it with purple code, so as you can see here, I have a purple, here I have a green, both are mixed here. But when it comes to the receiver, I'm going to send it to the respect receiver and I'm going to encode it. So this is how a CDMA works. Next, we have WLL, which is wireless in local loop. Now, what is this? Local loop is a circuit line from a subscriber phone to the local central office. Okay, this is just a, for example, here we have a base station here, wireless links from various customers. We are going to have a local link. So each customer is equipped with the mini station of a low power into which the telephone is connected. All the telephone, whether it is a wired or wireless, will be connected to this. Of course, here we are mainly focusing on wireless. Okay, the WLL unit consists of radio transceiver and WLL interface assembled in a box. Two cables and a telephone connector are the only outlet from the box. So this particular box will have two outlets. So one cable connects to the directional antenna. So the antenna through which we are going to connect to the other systems is nothing but we will be having one of the outlet, and the other one is for receptacle to connect to the common telephone set. So these are the two outlets which you will have in your WLL. This is called as a wireless in a local loop. Next, we have a GPRS. Now, what is GPRS? GPRS is the abbreviation for General Packet Radio Service. Now, GPRS is used for wireless communication using mobile devices. With this service, you can access the internet, send emails and large data, real-time news, and download games and watch news. So as you can see, we will have a base station tower with which we will be sending the GPRS links, which will be accessed by the mobile and other devices will be accessing these links. That is nothing but your general packet radio services. So these kind of towers you would have seen in many places. This is the one. This is nothing but your GPRS. Okay, so that's all in today's session, students. We have learned today about wireless as well as mobile computing and various topics related to that. So that's all in today's session. Thank you for watching. Keep learning.